Hello everybody. I'm just setting up. I'm so late, that's why I'm popping on while I'm not prepared. I'm gonna plug my sound shit in now. It's kind of a cold night here. But you know, cold season presents. Got through it last time, didn't we? Just gotta bundle up. Trying a new spot. Should be a fair amount of people, but it's a different crowd, a lot of bars, like right here. And we should be able to toggle quite a bit. I don't know if anybody joined my live stream in front of the steakhouse today. It's pretty cool. This doesn't make sense. I don't see why it's charging. Hi guys. Yeah, there we go. Testing. That makes no sense. Testing, testing. There we go. Let's see, can you guys, is my mic okay? Can the one person in here hear me? Everybody like, before we go any further, like we're every, literally, one body. Okay. What's going on, guys? You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? All right, guys. Have a good night. And if you're just getting here, like, subscribe, watch the conversations, and we should have a good time. I think I'm going to put this over here. Make it a little more. Let's see. This looks pretty good. Get the person right here. That's perfect. Subject, person, conversation. This might be a little dead over in this area that I'm at, but we'll see where we go. Hi guys, you want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? 3 quick questions. Have a good night, guys. Can anybody hear me if I tap the microphone? Or can anybody hear me? Is my sound okay? I'm pretty much talking to myself. Hello, self. How are you today? Thanks. I'm doing actually really good. Thanks for asking. That's good. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? YouTube Live. Have a good night. Take care. Hey, Vegan M. Sound is great. Yes. We love great sound because last week my sound sucked and I had so many opportunities to make so many shorts last week, but I really only did 2 because the sound sucked. I had like 10 conversations in that last live stream. Thanks for being here, Vegan M. Nice to see you. I don't know, it looks like just me and you here. Thanks for being in the corner. I'm gonna warm up right here, and then I'm gonna hop into the fray. What's going on, buddy? You wanna try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? All right. That's a hard no. A silence as the answer. We're gonna move a little closer to the action. There is nothing happening here. Let's go down to these damn bars. Maybe I should go in the bars and intentionally start conversations. That would be pretty cool too, right? All right. Okay, we know this is a popular bar. Let's just go here. I got an idea. We're gonna go across the street here. Hi guys. Can't wait to see your interview with Misfit Vegan. Oh yeah, I can't wait for it to come out. It was actually a lot of fun to shoot, and we had a great time, as you'll see. And we talked about more things besides just supplements. We talked about vegan activism, going up against control narratives, and we talked about. She asked me what I say when people say this type of thing. I think it'll be fun. But yeah, there's a short out. Oh, that music might be too loud. Can you still hear me? That music might be too loud. I got some guys across the street that are mean mugging me. So let the drama begin. Anyway, yeah, it comes out on Sunday at 11 o'clock, and I think it'll be fantastic. I just rip into a few topics that I'm very passionate about. One of them is saying no to profit-driven narratives. So you'll see kind of a candid me there. We talk about truth. We talk about tribal culture, tribalism. We talk about vegan activism, raw food veganism. Let's see if we can get these guys over here. Any questions? Test your values. Hi guys. All right. Also, I don't know if you saw it or you were in there, but I had a really good live stream earlier today in the morning outside of the steakhouse. What's going on, buddy? You want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? 3 quick questions.
Good, thank you.
All right, man. Have a great night. I was outside Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. We did a quick 45-minute live stream, and we just talked about how disgusting and abhorrent, that those 4 walls are, and everything that goes into those 4 walls. And it was pretty good. We got some pretty serious viewership, and I had a lot of fun doing it. And I think it was a cool way to engage people and get people involved in the chat. I took some questions from the audience. Tonight I'll probably go for 45 minutes. What's going on, dude? You want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet?
Oh, I'm good.
Just testing values. That's it. All right, man. Have a good night. Yep. Okay, good. You can still hear me. Fantastic. Hi, guys. Who wants to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? Let's go. 2025, guys. We can do it. All right.
Yo, that's you.
Who wants to try this? Who wants to try this? Come on. Why aren't you vegan yet? All right. Have a good night, guys. Thanks for everybody that's in here. Let's do what we can for the 45 minutes to an hour I'm going to be here. Honestly, I'm really tired. I have a pounding headache. It's super cold. Well, it's fairly cold out. I don't want to be too dramatic. But you know what? I made a commitment for 1 week, 1 day a week, and we're going to uphold that commitment no matter what. Yeah, hopefully we'll have some conversations. And honestly, I could use a little breather. If I don't get any, I'm not going to be too mad about that. But we're out here holding the big sign and getting the word out on the vegan. So did you guys do anything fun today? We'll have a local conversation for now. Vegan M, did you do anything fun? Let's see. Is anybody in here, or did I glitch out? Oh, I got a heart. Somebody sent me a heart. Oh, okay, cool. Cool. Work today, tofu tacos for dinner. How was your day? It was great, and thank you for asking. I had a relaxing day. I did some work on the YouTube channel. I did some work of other sorts. Then I went to my job, and it was an early day too. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet?
No, we're going to take it.
Value stress test. All right, good one. Yeah. So I had to get up at 5:30, get the coffee on. get out there in front of the steakhouse for the project live stream, hit that for an hour, go home, get my mini-me, my little vegan girl, get her all dressed up, ready for school, got her out there. Hi guys, you guys want to try this lunch? No thanks. No questions, test your values. Good night, guys. So yeah, it was a pretty full day, and I'm ready to rest tonight. Pretty full day. It's a little cold out, so we're starting to see some of the void. The great void that comes with winter sometimes. I might actually just fucking move my location for the last half an hour, last 45 minutes down to where I go, because I kind of want some action, you know? I want to get conversation started to an extent. This is looking like the equivalent of old Texas ghost town with tumbleweeds right now. But we'll see. Yeah, totally chilly. Totally chilly. But it's funny, I got my heavy coat back, which I left at my job in January. Today I was like, where's my fucking coat? I got a feeling it's here, and I went looking around for it. I found it. I mean, I guess I got great coworkers. No one stole it, and it's a nice coat. This was out last winter. We were out in the throes of the winter, the throes of the flu or the cold season. Anna says, "Go somewhere warm. I don't subscribe to your system, but I do want you to have success, and like to not eat meat when possible, avoiding eating little guys." Oh, thank you, Anna. I appreciate that. And Vegan Anthem's here. Hello, Vegan Anthem. How you doing? Thank you, Anna. And it's not really a system to subscribe to. It's all it is the Golden Rule 101. We yield the animals the bare minimum, and that's bodily autonomy. It's not much to ask. But profit narratives kids eclipsed our benevolent eyes and made us see these beautiful little individuals as numbers rather than sentient beings. What's going on, guys? You guys ever tried this? Why aren't you vegan yet?
No thanks.
Good questions. Test your values out a little bit. All right, guys. Good night. Getting a lot of no thanks tonight. But yeah, it's not really a system to subscribe to. It's literally the golden rule. You know, do unto others. All the great biblical religious texts kind of echo the sentiment. Kind of underlies everything. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? Test out your values a little bit. All right, guys. Have a great night. Anyway, I don't know if anybody here saw any of the project live streams today. There was quite a bit of them going on. I was in one of them, not outside of a slaughterhouse, but I did. But I think next time I will be going outside of a slaughterhouse. What's going on, guys? You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? A few quick questions. You can do it. Just test your values out a little bit. All right. Have a good night. Yep. Maybe this effed of me, but I don't mind if animals eat me in retribution. Circle of life. I don't think that's genuine. I can be the grass, and the animals can eat the grass, or the bears can. Survival of the fittest. I think your own kind of agency and autonomy would merit that you do want to survive for the sake of yourself, your families, and perhaps the good of the world. I think we do have that inbuilt in each one of us. It's not really a circle of life, it's more of a circle of death, the way that it's happening on our watch with animal agriculture, grass-fed farms, wave to the cops. I know these cops now, I know all their faces, and they're all nice actually. It's a circle of death, really, you know? What's going on, buddy? How are you? I don't know if you want to try this. I'm on YouTube Live, just kind of asking questions to the public tonight. Why aren't you vegan yet? All good. Yeah. Have you heard the word vegan before?
Vegan.
Yes.
No.
Okay. Heard that. All right. Have a great night. Have a great one. That was scary. We let them go on their way. Vegan abortionist. If you are pro-life, pro-life and you're not vegan, you are a hypocrite. I like to throw that out. If you are pro-life and you are not vegan, you are a hypocrite against your own values. You literally say one thing and you do another. Let's grow up. Project Livestream, yeah. Mel and Steve spearheaded it today again. They spearhead all of our Project Livestreams. And we're trying to get as much activists, animal rights activists like myself as possible. And we go around and, well, the ones today were, hi guys, you guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? Basically, the ones today went out to slaughterhouses. They really took it up a notch and really showed some real courage, bravery. I didn't quite do that today, and I'm really hoping I can do that next time, but I did go outside of a steakhouse and make a little kind of fun, quirky news reporting skit for 45 minutes. We got about 10,000 views, a ton of engagement, and maybe some new vegans. It's great. So we're gonna see where the next Project Livestream lands, how the aggregate is. Last time I think we had, or the time that I did it, we had 105,000 views in aggregate. So hopefully we eclipse that this time. No. Yeah, exactly. And a great point. Yeah, children are working in them. Layers of evil. You got it. Yeah. Children are working in these places. It's absolutely disgusting. You have people being forced to work in these places. You know, they go home and they beat their wives. They commit atrocious actions to their fellow humans. They're violent. They consider suicide, and some of them actually do it. It's a really, really disgusting practice. And grass-fed family farms aren't off the hook either. You know, they're still they're dipping their feet in the same disgusting pool of atrocities, murder, rape, taking babies away, you name it. It's an absolutely abhorrent, disgusting thing, and it has to do with taking everything away from an animal. I put up a meme on my channel today, and it was a picture of a little pig, and it said, animals don't own anything except for their own lives, and we still find it prudent to steal that from them. Pretty epic, pretty profound, and that's exactly what we do, guys. We take their entire lives for pretty much a yum-yum, hi guys. Pretty much a yum-yum, a taste pleasure, a fleeting moment where, you know, we can rub our tummies, and then we don't even remember that. Weeks later, days later, hours later. All right, guys, let's move locations a little bit. Thanks, Anna. My mom is pro-life, but is willing to eat octopus. They are sentient as 3 to 5 year old child. Hypocrisy. Yeah, they really are. You know, it's tough. It's tough when the inundating and the messaging is so thick. It's tough. It's put on it. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet?
No,
3 questions. Test your values, your morals. Okay. Have a good night. That's all this is, guys. That's all this is. People don't like it. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? Not being vegan is not being nice, guys. Have a good night.
Best friends are vegans.
Oh, let's go. There you go. You can do it. Hi, guys. What's going on, big guy? You want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? Okay. How about you guys? Why aren't you vegan yet? 3 quick questions. All right. Guarantee I'm gonna get one of these guys. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? 3 quick questions. YouTube Live, test your values. All right. Straight ignoring. It's okay. Listen, it's okay. All we can do is the best we're gonna do. It's the best we can do, you know? Also, everybody get ready for a nice video that's going to be popping up on Sunday. Me and Misfit Vegan talk about vegan activism, ethics, profit narratives, vitamins and supplements, all that stuff. So it should be really fun. And we also talk about, well, we talk about B12 a little bit. Hi, guys. I need to be out there with you. I know I turned some heads. Let's go, Angelia. Absolutely. I'm going to make a short out of tonight's. Oh, that reminds me, I need to do some content. I need to do a little play acting here. You guys are going to have to bear with me. I'm making this short to call to action all serious, realized, compassionate vegans to get out there and do what I'm doing. Just get out there, pop up, talk to people. Don't have debates. We have conversations. Some things will tilt into debates, but the MO is a conversation.
The bridge is right there.
It's a nice kind of light. We haven't talked to anybody yet, but last week I talked to probably over 10 people, 10 individual conversations. What's going on, guys? You guys want to try this?
You interview us.
You want to try this?
Yeah.
You're on YouTube. Are you cool with that?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, right when I was saying nobody's coming over, I finally got
I'm
two
here.
guys to
There you
come
go.
over.
You want me to
Okay,
do it?
He's a much better speaker.
okay.
I guarantee if you interview us, he will give you an analogy at some point.
Okay,
and
we
it will
like
be
that.
a phenomenal analogy. It will blow your socks off.
Okay, cool. Okay, I'm eagerly anticipating.
Okay.
Okay, so my name's James. I'm an animal rights activist, obviously, right? So what do you guys think? Do you think animals deserve rights? Like just right off the
Like civil rights, like
to drive, not to drive or to operate a crane or anything like that, but like buying autonomy, like the right to their own body. What do you think about that?
no.
Okay. What about you? Okay. Can you amplify on that? Like, and basically all I'm saying is, do they have the right to the whole your body, my choice school of thought?
No, because if we don't have that choice with COVID and masks and stuff, why shoot an animal? And I don't want to torture animals, nor do I want to torture people.
Yeah.
But I think animals deserve rights, and animals are our food. Just the same
Yeah.
way I don't think grass deserves rights, and cows wouldn't be upset if you gave it to grass, because they're going to eat the grass and I'm going to eat the cow.
Yeah.
That's just the world we live in.
Okay.
I mean, it's horrible. I don't want them, their throats slit, tortured,
Right?
all that stuff.
Yes,
I'm with you
you know.
100%.
Yeah.
But I'm still going to eat them. I
Okay.
like steak. I just would like it done as humanely as possible.
Yeah. I think that you would like it done humanely as possible.
And that's where the middle ground, I think, is.
I think that's a whisper of your own intuition, because we all know there's something wrong with what we're doing, right? And these whispers come here and there, they're infrequent, we don't give them much thought, they fade and they dissolve like a backdrop. But let me challenge you with something.
Sure.
And this is a question I kind of piggyback. Do you think nutritionally we need anything from it? Like what nutritionally do you think you need from it?
Protein.
I think there's
Okay.
a distinct difference between plant protein and animal protein.
Okay.
And I think scientifically there's a distinct difference there.
Okay.
But I do like the nuance. Like arguments like this,
Yeah.
you have to deal with the nuance, right?
Okay, yeah.
So like
Okay.
there is some aspect of your argument that I would totally agree with.
Yeah.
Like we shouldn't treat animals inhumanely or purposely be unkind to them for
Yeah, like kicking a
for
dog.
no
You would-
just
you would agree
reason.
that
Right,
kicking a
yeah,
dog
like
is fucked
right.
up.
You don't steal
Absolutely.
right, exactly,
Yeah,
100%.
yeah.
But I think
Yeah.
in the same way, stepping on a spider, you as a vegan, do you have any issue with that?
If I mean, I
Vegan,
try
not
not to.
vegan.
Vegan.
No, all good. I heard all the variations. I heard,
You know what I'm saying.
I heard vegan earlier. I said that sounds like an alien being. So stepping outside, I don't try to do that, but I know that I'm going to do it.
Right.
And just to kind of put a little side note on that, like.
But you'd make a bigger
So
effort
that's a
if
great
it was
question.
a kitten, right?
How far does it go?
Not necessarily.
I'm just saying
Do
certain
you swat a
animals have more.
mosquito that's
I mean, it's
sucking your blood?
It's it's kind of a gradient. I
Right,
guess you
and
would
I
say.
think we all have that level between a bug
Yeah.
and like a dolphin. I
Great
would never
point.
catch a dolphin on a hook,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna steam crabs. That's what I do. That's what I'm
Here's what I
Mr.
would
Rob
say.
with Crab Man.
But veganism is not perfection, right? Like, there's a lot of appeal to nirvanas out there. Like, well, if you can't be 100%, you might as well do the antithesis of, right? And I'm not trying to appeal to nirvana. All we're doing is appealing to really a bare minimum, really a doing your best type of thing, right? Because we can all.
So where do you
agree-
draw the line?
Yeah.
Where is it for you?
Oh, the line is just doing your best. The line is you know the line. I know the line. I know my own line, and I know the best that I can do, and the best that the least I can do is yield a sentient being your own body. And you can do that. And you can do that too.
Yeah, but you're not saying that.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
You
It's doing your
crush, you
best.
crush a mosquito that's sucking blood off you.
Oh, if it's
You're
defense,
yielding
in
to their
defense,
autonomy of their body.
if it's in defense, I mean, I would even say that
You're not dying from a
geographically-
mosquito.
I would say geographically, if there are Inuits that have to hunt and kill, if they're doing their best, guess what? They're vegan. Let that sink in. Because doing your best is all veganism is. If I have a mosquito that's
I
trying to
would-
take my blood, of course I'm going to defend myself.
I would get into that argument Yes, like
Yeah.
when I catch crabs, I don't catch 100 crabs because I'm not going to eat 100 crabs. I'll catch what I need, and that's enough. So yeah, I think we all draw the line differently. But again, I don't think any of us are going to step on a kitten.
Yeah,
I don't
right.
think any meat eater is going to use a hook and try to hook a dolphin, maybe a
And
dolphin fish,
slaughter
but
it for fun.
slaughter it for
Maybe
fun.
taste its meat.
But catching a rockfish
yeah.
in Maryland, that's what we're going to do. You're
Fucking
gonna catch a rock.
psychopaths, Mike.
So-
You know,
Yeah.
you know, but not us. You know, you said you crab, and that's, you know, I get it. We're in Annapolis. There's a great book out there called What a Fish Knows, and I interviewed the author probably 6 months ago, and we really got into the idiosyncrasies and the anatomical happenings of fish, and it's a lot more than we know. And we realize he's been studying fish for 30 years. That's his whole job, fish scientist. You know, I guess to digress and to pull back to where I was coming from is doing the best. We all know intuitively what our best is, and only you can answer that question. Only you can answer that question, and only I can answer that question.
How many followers do you have on YouTube? Just curious.
20. I have 2,700 right now.
2,700. Nice,
Yeah,
dude.
2,700.
All
And,
right, I'm gonna risk embarrassing myself if anybody.
No, you're not. You're not. You're
So
in good company.
I'm a big fisherman.
Okay.
And I used to catch a fish, and you throw them in the fish box, and it's
Yeah.
like you hear them flapping around for
Yeah.
10, 20 minutes. Dude, there is something lately where I'm like, let's make sure it dies pretty quickly.
Yeah. There's those whispers.
So I do.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
No, I think I like your point, the whispers.
Yeah.
Humanely.
You still want to
You
kill
can't
it.
say
the
kill
animals.
afterwards. You can't say kill. You can't preface kill with humane.
I actually can. I actually can for animals.
Logically, you
Because- I actually can. In the same way, like,
People on death row.
well,
you don't
well, look, like,
torture them. You
I'm
put
killing
them-
a,
Sometimes I
I'm
say,
killing
yeah.
a plant. Like, you're killing a living thing.
Okay.
Like, okay, you're chopping a corn stalk off to harvest the corn.
Okay.
Like, you are killing
We get
something
this
that's
one a
alive.
lot. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
Um,
what's the
What's the comeback?
yeah?
now?
What's the typical?
Yeah. Okay. So a few things. Are you guys familiar with sentience? Like, have you heard the word sentience?
Probably not as well as you know it defined. So
I mean,
help me out.
it's basically an emerging property of the nervous system of the brain, right? And we know animals have it, plants don't have it. Now, that being said, I mean, you never know. There's a lot of studies going on
Yeah,
with plants
right. Yeah.
now.
Plants
as
can
we
hear
speak.
music and grow differently to music. and,
Mushrooms.
right.
I hear someone told me earlier the tomatoes scream. Okay.
Okay. I
So
remember that
that
one.
being said, say we like yield that. I mean, are you familiar with the energy conversion ratios and what those implications are in agriculture? Like say a cow, for instance, is 8 to 1. A cow will take in 8 units of energy output 1, right? So all you
Man, but that 1 unit is so tasty.
Oh.
Come on!
I did it for 30 years.
Medium
I know.
rare? Come
I know.
on.
I was the guy. I want the biggest steak and I want a glass of wine. I was the guy, trust me.
So what changed it for you?
I watched a speech called The Best Speech You'll Ever Hear by a guy named Gary Yourofsky. Before you guys go, and I got to give you cards, you're the only ones that have to...
Hold on. So you're clearly against abortion then?
Oh, it's funny because they're bringing this up too. You know, I don't really get into that. Of course, I mean, I could get into that, but I mean, we're talking kind of about,
Wow,
it's
we're-
kind of a different topic.
Is it?
Sentient
Autonomy
beings?
of body? Oh,
Sentient
sentient
beings?
beings has its own nervous system.
Well, you know, there's studies
Okay.
about trees
I'll
that
entertain you.
like wiggles as its spine
entertain
is
you
being,
since you're
and I'm
entertaining
laughing.
me.
I
Yeah.
shouldn't be laughing. It's actually a
I know.
horrific, gruesome act.
Well,
Like
can you guys
sentient
do one
beings.
on my
Oh my
YouTube?
word.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so they're sentient around, they're not sentient, but they're more aware around 9 to 10 weeks, right? It's something like that. So, you know,
Okay, so then after 10 weeks, you're 100% against abortion then, right?
100%, I am.
Okay.
I will
No,
say
I
that, but I'm not
appreciate the
political
consistency.
about
No,
it.
no,
I'm
that's
not political
consistency, and
about
that
it.
gives you
Yeah,
respect.
100%.
Yeah, yeah.
Be consistent. Yeah,
But the
I
thing,
like
the
that.
same token, it's like, okay, if you can be pro-life, you know, why wouldn't you extend that to our animal brothers and sisters? Because you can do it there too. And why not perpetuate a consistency and kind of a moral vigor underneath it? Because you can do that.
Because I
too.
think there is a distinction between human
That's what we've
life
been taught.
and animal life.
That's
Like, for
what we've
sure,
been taught.
100%.
Yeah, we've been
Well,
taught
just
that
talk.
since
I think
birth.
that same whisper that you're talking about of like, hey, like, you don't want any life to suffer.
You don't.
You
Yeah.
don't, 100%. But at the same token, there's also a distinction between human life and non-human life. That's like just innate. You just know it.
Do
Like,
you think that hierarchy warrants us, one, being protectors and stewards, or two, being exploiters and bullies? And I know I painted
when you say
binaries, but it is
exploiters,
binary.
well, when you say exploiting, do you mean killing for no reason?
Exploit to use a resource for yourself to kind of monetize. It could be monetizing. It could be
I mean, I personally don't have a problem with it. I mean,
Yeah.
again, you don't torture or kill something for fun, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
obviously morally wrong to do. But if you have a use for it,
Hey, what if you're paying for it? Because a lot of these factory farm workers, like they'll kick, they'll spit, they'll sexually assault these animals. 99% of the food system is factory farm. Or
In America?
70, 99. Oh yeah.
sexually assaulting.
Watch Dominion.
Well, and that opens up another.
Okay, well, yeah, I would say that's morally wrong too. Yeah.
That's why we got to get rid of illegal
Yeah,
immigration.
again.
So anyway,
Gotcha.
some better people,
Are you
quality
guys in
people on the
politics?
farms.
Are you guys in politics or
In politics?
law? I
No.
feel like you're very articulate. and well
He is very articulate. well spoken.
Yeah, like
he's-
he's law
he's
or
great.
something. But yeah, you know that's the crux of the kind of thought experiment.
I appreciate it. Like, I think it's cool that you have a passion for it.
Yeah, you know, well, see, the thing is,
these-
mainstream doesn't talk about this stuff. You're not going to see this ever on TV, ever on the radio. Why? Because it threatens certain systems, and there's no money in this. I'm not making.
Well, it is interesting. There's like we've approached this from a secular point of view.
Okay,
Right?
okay.
We haven't gotten into morality, like a Judeo-Christian
By
morality,
religion,
right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is
So
morality.
if you get, yeah, but there can be logic, rationale-based morality. Yeah. So if you want to get it biblically,
Yeah.
I would say 100% biblically.
Yeah.
We have authority and dominion over animals to
yeah,
use them.
dominion's
The-
an important word.
100%,
I would say
like, there's
stewardship,
no-
not exploitation. If you look it up in the dictionary,
Yeah,
dominion
stewardship's
does not say
fine, but that still
exploitation.
means we can
Kill them. I
them
don't
and
know.
eat them.
I
Oh,
think
dude,
man
100%. Like
bastardized
there's
that
no.
book over and over and over and over.
I mean,
again.
biblically, I would say you have zero argument. Like Old Testament,
What does
New
that say about the
Testament.
Bible? It doesn't paint well. We're talking about compassion.
Man, I would 100% disagree.
compassion-
I would say
Does the
we
compassion
can
underlie
cure
the Bible?
argument. No. See,
doesn't?
you can't. Well, no, you're blurring the line between like. Again, these arguments get nuanced. I appreciate that. Like I
Yeah.
appreciate like compassion.
Yeah, the golden rule. That's
what
Jesus
is
taught.
due to humans who are made in the image and likeness of God, and what is due to animals who are not? It's
They are
different.
sentient. He created them with eyes to
But
see.
not in their image and
pain
likeness.
receptors, right? And they can
Yeah.
be raped. they
But I
can
do
be-
love the nuance. Like I appreciate the nuance. It does. These topics, which is cool, it gets into
Yeah.
the nuance of
You
like.
didn't expect to have this conversation tonight walking around.
No, but it's
with
fun.
that.
Actually,
Listen.
whenever I'm with him,
Yeah.
I do actually expect.
No, we do actually. We do
he,
actually.
he came up on his. He's like, we're going into this.
This
no,
is
I
what
appreciate
this
it,
is
guys.
what we do, and I think your best point is not being absolutist. Your second best point was when you said that I challenged you on the 10-week thing, and you said yeah, because after 10
I
weeks,
love
there,
the
said,
consistency.
boom, right there, you got wow, you got my
Okay.
respect to that. The problem with, in just to use verbiage that you probably hear all the time, the problem with the animal rights activist is, oh my God, this poor animal and sentient, blah blah blah. And you're like, what about babies? Oh yeah, that's fine. It's like, yeah, you're kind of losing me.
Yeah.
You know?
Protect the eggs, the sea
Yeah.
turtle eggs. But
Let's not use DDT
yeah.
because they'll kill an eagle. And don't worry about 30 million people in Zimbabwe getting malaria.
Yeah.
Because we've got to protect those eagles. I mean, yeah, it's our national symbol. But again, I think we agree on the hierarchy. People are more important than animals. And, you know,
Once
if
again-
you're on YouTube, go
Yeah.
on YouTube and watch orcas and what they do to seals.
Oh,
They don't even eat them. They just grab them and
watch
throw them up in the air,
Blackfish.
rip them apart.
Blackfish is another one.
Polar bears, they just, I mean, it's...
Yeah.
It's like the natural order of life.
Yeah.
Well, that's another thing we're told to. Like,
see-
this is another thing that we
But you
echo.
can see it witnessed in nature as well.
Well, we can see
And
that
maybe you can say
lions rape their own kids.
exactly. Yeah, I
know-
love
you know
that.
what I
I love
mean?
that
I mean,
argument.
not
Just
rape,
because,
I'm sorry,
just
there's-
because
right,
it's
sorry.
witnessed
Now, that'd be
in nature.
another level of fucked up.
which
No,
brings
but
up-
you're right
but they
though.
might,
Just because you
you know?
witness it in nature doesn't mean
Yeah.
it's.
But that brings
I-
up the point where
I
you're
love
saying
that.
about sentient. They
Yeah.
may be sentient, but they don't have the morality of humans. Yes, we both kill, and yes, there are bad people that do bad things.
They're not
but
as
on
aware
the
as
whole,
us.
Hey, we're gonna get another
Yeah.
opinion right here.
Here we go.
We're not- okay,
Naval
guys.
Academy.
You guys want to try this? I don't know if you're allowed to be on YouTube.
No. Let me ask you a question. Do you love your steaks medium
Oh,
rare or
okay.
medium?
Okay.
Medium rare. Medium rare. Come on, let's go.
But yeah, I appreciate
Sorry,
you
is
guys
that
stopping by.
actually saying that? Is that like super offensive?
No,
to you?
listen, I wasn't vegan for 30 years. Like
Okay.
I said, I was eating
That's
the
cool.
biggest
I
steak
wasn't
in
trying to
my
be
menu.
offensive. I was
Yeah,
just
no,
Just
I'm
curious,
here having
what's a typical
conversation.
what's a typical dinner for you now?
Beautiful question. Thank you for asking. So it could be anything, right? Like Like I eat Asian, I eat Thai, I eat American. I could have a vegan burger. I could have a beautiful. We went to New York for a few days not too long ago. Spent the night, ate Chinese, just feasted. We went to Plant Burger the next day, had a great meal. Like I anything. You can find a vegan version of the meat, the cheese, milk, the eggs. All you got to do is have your why strong enough to just pull it. That's it. There's no willpower. It's just like. It's like once you see something, you can't unsee it. There's resources on the cards with the same speech that I saw. I'm vegan 13 years. My daughter, since birth, she doesn't need fucking vitamins or supplements. Nothing. She's strong as fuck. She does martial arts. I don't take vitamins or supplements. You'll hear lies regarding that. You'll hear vitamins that people say we need.
Sure.
They're lying.
What's your faith background? Just curious. Do you have any?
So I am not secular, but I am a believer of God. But I'm not secular to any degree.
So a deist.
Sure.
So something's out there, and
Yeah.
don't mess with animals. in a
Ladies,
negative
do
way.
you like your steaks
There we go.
medium rare
don't do
or
that.
medium?
Oh my
Come on, I
Gotta
see you
finish off
smiling.
on a high note.
Yeah.
We agree don't torture animals. We agree there's somebody out there watching us, so we got to be as moral as we can.
Yeah, hey, thanks.
All right, guys, check out the cars. Thanks for stopping.
Yeah.
I really appreciate you guys.
No problem, man.
Have a beautiful night.
Keep it up.
Take care. Palpable impasse. There were a few moments in there where I felt like we could have taken it to a higher gear, a little more full throttle, but there's no point, guys. I see a lot of vegan activism where it's just the temperature gets taken up too high. We said what needed to be said. We held our fucking ground, gave them cards, answered all their questions. Oh no, Red Briar's here. Academy. We don't reference the Academy. I don't reference the Academy. Oh no. Check my mic. Is my mic out again? Steven, can you hear me? Thanks, Steven. Can you guys hear me at all? If you can, Red says my mic is fine. Is it the phone? Is it the phone working again and not the damn mic? Testing. That's so weird, man. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna have to troubleshoot this. Thank you, L. Well, I'm gonna go 10 more minutes. We're gonna call this a night. That might have been our only conversation. I wanted to get out here to maintain once a week bare minimum. Maybe we'll get one more convo. It's a chill night to be out here, though. Mikey says, give your mic a burger, it will get stronger. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Mikey Pikey says, I don't know whether to laugh or cry at how bad that is. Anyway, if you're just getting here, we're out here asking the public why they are not vegan yet. And you just saw a conversation where we got all the typical vegan objections. We fielded them as best we could, but you get to a certain point to where nothing's going to get past those blinders. And maybe the next time they run into a vegan activist, that it might uptick them into actually doing something and having that inflection point. Yeah, somebody referenced the Academy of Dietetics. I don't reference that anymore at all. I don't reference the AHA. I don't reference any scientific bodies at all. It's kind of a you're already losing from the start kind of thing. What on, buddy? Want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? YouTube Live. Test your values out a little bit. All right, bud. Have a good one. Anyway, so the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. I used to say, well-planned vegan diets are good for all stages of life because that's what they say. It's time we look over these things. We realize that these objective bodies are shored up by funding, just like all material science is, and not give it the authority that all these people are giving it. The people coming up with the regulations aren't even vegan, and we're letting people that don't have the deep ethical moral basis actually architect out our references. Something's upside down there. something's upside down there. And those same people are more subject to being sensitive to funding. So we just can't, I just don't even reference that anymore. But yeah, anyway, it's kind of a light stream. Hi guys, you guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? Test your values out a little bit. A few questions. All right, gentlemen. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? I'm on YouTube. All right, guys. You guys want to try this? All right, you guys.
Yeah.
I feel like I've talked to you guys before. No?
Not me. Not
Okay,
me.
cool. I got some new guys here. Are you guys cool with being on YouTube?
Yeah, sure.
There's only a few of us in here. I'm having a light night tonight. Okay, my name's James. I'm an animal rights activist. I ask people, I kind of go for it fluidly, right? You guys have heard the word vegan before, right?
Yeah.
And what do you think it means? Like, what's your reflexive, I guess, definition?
Well, it's a diet that contains no animal products, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's dietary is kind of a surface level depth, but we go underneath a little bit, and we just kind of point to the ethos, the pillars of ethos, and shore it up. Essentially, it's Golden Rule 101. It's really not rocket science. It's do unto others what you would want done to yourself, and we just extend that to our other sentient animal brothers and sisters. It's really simple. My second question is: are you for or against animal abuse?
Wait, but hold on. So your definition is below the dietary part, and you're saying it's
Yes,
ethical.
and that's what it is actually. Donald Watson, who coined the term in 1944, he painted it as an ethical stance, nothing dietary. The actual definition is taking animals and their secretions out of your diet to the best possible and practical way you can, for the sake of ethos. And I'm paraphrasing, but it's not dietary. Nothing about it is. It's just really a moral code, kind of a warrior's code of who to harm and who not, or to not harm somebody else. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, it feels like there's a movement to this, and then there is being a vegan. Just like that's two
Yeah,
different things.
I think there are people that are plant-based, and that's much different. They're doing it for dietary reasons, for health. Vegan, in the vegan movement, yeah, that word connotates, or that word kind of points to the ethos, the kind of do unto others, Golden Rule 101 mentality that underlies it.
So we're saying there's plant-based, and then there's veganism.
Exactly.
Veganism, the movement, plant-based is the diet.
Exactly. Vegan is, we're here for the animals 100% vegan. We're here for those little guys that don't have voices. They got eyes just like us. They got noses, families, hearts, simple sentient like us. But binary question: are you for or against animal abuse? It's easy.
Yeah.
I'm against.
Yeah. Oh, you're against by default, right? Right. Thank you. Okay, so we can kind of assess that you're vegan at heart, right? Which we all are born kind of vegan at heart, just benevolent, innocent, and pure. As we grow up, these things are taken away from us on a kind of a staged basis, right? Our parents, their parents, our doctors, our pastors, you name it, peers, they're all saying the same thing that echoes certain prophet narratives that are transcendent in space and time. So I guess I piggyback another question.
Wait, what makes them transcendent space?
Well, these same messagings have been going on for decades.
Wait, but what are the messages?
They're saying, oh, thank you, and I didn't even amplify on that. The message is you need meat and cheese, milk and eggs for your health. The message is it's normal, it's necessary, it's good nice. And these narratives have stood the test of time. Everybody believes you need meat for nutrition. What do you guys think?
No, I don't think no, I definitely don't think you need meat for nutrition. I was vegetarian for a long time.
Okay.
And I think that the evidence definitely points that you don't need it. It can be replaced.
Any vitamins, supplements you guys think you need? Any bacteria? I don't know. What do you think? Anything off the top of your head?
Need? I mean, obviously you need to get a full set of vitamins. You need to get your full set of amino acids, but that doesn't mean that you need to eat meat.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
But-
orange has every single essential amino acid. It's all about quantity and variety and stuff
Right.
like that, right? Same with the meat eaters. You're eating beef and cheese. So my challenge is, the whole thought experiment is what we're doing here tonight, is to just let that set. When we realize that we don't need anything from an animal to survive, we are left with looming implications. And one question in particular comes to mind, and it's, well, why the hell are we doing this today? On this massive scale.
Yeah.
It's a question that we have to sit with, and that we're responsible and accountable for as sovereign human beings that have a responsibility on this earth.
Yeah, I just think. I was just gonna say, I think the issue is like I stopped being vegetarian when I went to college because it's like
convenience
impossible
factor,
to like be in the dining, like, you know, for the first couple of weeks I would eat like, I don't know, like a pound of tofu every single day, and like like starts like tasting like my beef
People might
fried.
make fun of you.
Well, it's not that. It's just like you know, it's not prepared very well. I mean, you know, it's like you know, it's not part of the culture.
It's really not.
Yeah.
And that's why I challenge you guys to look at the why and strengthen that fucking why. Because the why is the reason you probably went back. It just wasn't strong enough. Once you see something that's so potent and so it makes you realize things, you can't go back. And you're pulled towards it. You don't have to push your willpower. Vegan 13 years. My daughter's vegan since birth. No vitamins, no supplements, nothing. It's just like a pull, you know, and you enjoy every meal. And you have this knowing that I'm actually aligning my values with my actions. And that's the legacy I'm going to leave my family and those below them and those below them, instead of distorting that. Because we're distorting that.
Yeah.
And we're not doing that. And we can argue whatever, be nuanced, like the last guys I was talking to, and they were nice. Everyone's, you know, we're all human beings here. But, you know, you guys are like the next generation, man. Like, you're the leaders. And why not have this fucking backbone behind you moving forward, you know, or this moral backbone?
I think Eddie makes a good point, though, that there seems to be a culture around meeting that can go back and however long you want. There's, you know, what you've been eating meat.
Oh, yeah.
And so he makes a good point that I think it's hard to step away from that because it's just our culture.
It's
and
so
I think
true.
just as much as we can go into ethics and like animal abuse, great, that's like totally valid, but then there's also, you can go as far back as you want into the history and as deeply as you want into that. So which is more important, the history or the animal abuse?
I think a lot of things have happened in history that we would not agree with now. Like, let's say slavery, women's rights, the LGBTQ thing. And we've evolved, right? And I would also say prior to, you know, this whole thing starting, with the whole meat and cheese and milk and eggs and the capitalism we live in, there was something that prefaced that. 10,000 years ago in Iraq, the first bit of livestock was taken and stewarded. And that's when what we call herderism started. And that was the primary to capitalism. And when that animal was taken by that shepherd in the genesis of this kind of incepted, it was right when we started just losing the moral battle, and it just compounded from there. We saw that being, not as a sovereign individual, but as a number. And that has transcended space and time.
What makes it?
Well, it's monetized. It's exploited.
Oh, I see.
You know what I mean? Like it's part of a business, an industry, and stuff like that. And you know, I don't know if you guys have pets, but when I look into my cat's eyes, and I see somebody there, you know, and it's the same with these beautiful cows. They're cute as shit. You know, you should see some of the things they do. They love their families. You know, the things that we do and are happening on our watch. It's not our fault. Because we've been taught to do this stuff. And it's not our fault at all. I wasn't vegan for 30 years. I'm going around eating the biggest steak on the fucking menu. I want a big glass of wine with it. Thank you, trying to impress my date. I'm doing the same thing. Because the messaging was so inundated into my system. But what would be the biggest thing stopping you guys from going vegan? And I don't want to hold you up too long. I know you're moving somewhere. What would be like the main thing? I got cards too if you guys want to take some.
For me, it's just, I mean, well, I guess vegan, I think, yeah, in the current, like culture
That's my YouTube channel.
that we live in, like, it is tough to just, like, physically, like, eat enough, like, food at the dining hall, at college, like, to, you know, if I don't eat eggs at breakfast, I'm gonna be hungry throughout the day. You know what I mean? Like,
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. And you know why it's like that? It's because it's 99%. You know, for people are not vegan. So the supply and demand mechanics warranted. You're not going to find vegan food in most places. But that's where we have to stand our fucking ground and vote the veto vote. You know, against products that come from someone and towards products that come from plants, food of the earth that we're actually supposed to eat. And we can start tilting buying dynamics. It's not going to happen overnight. But once we uptick to a certain degree, you will have a vegan burger in
I
your
know.
school.
No, they have it, but the other issue is that like a lot of the vegan products just aren't like very good. Like
Yeah.
Like and like when I was at home,
I know.
I would cook vegetarian all the time, and I really liked it. But
I think you need to find the good ones. Trust, I eat a lot of fucking good
That's-
vegan products.
all right,
You need
wait,
to seek them out.
what's your go-to?
I'll say I enjoy Impossible Burgers more than a regular.
I love that. I love that. And you know, you're not when you go there, you're not voting directly for animal exploitation. You're taking a vote. And guess what? These companies are going to get better at being healthier and healthier. They have the R&D departments that are working overnight to get that ingredient list smaller and smaller and smaller. I think Beyond just came out with a new model. It's 4 ingredients. It's like fava beans and like 3 other things. It doesn't have any taste, but they prompt for the buyer to just apply seasoning, sauce, and texturing. They're going to get better and better. And, full stop healthier. Full stop. Because in meat, you got heterocyclic amines, cholesterol, IGF-1, growth factors, hormones, cortisol, TMAO. I keep going, guys. We're putting all of that into our human bodies.
But don't you?
It's not an argument. It's just what we're doing. So, your health gets better. Your sense of energy gets better. You get spiritually lighter, and you're actually voting for what your heart believes in.
Yeah, but I also feel like a lot of these like vegetarian like products like Impossible, like Beyond, there's also a lot of processing that goes into that though. I know
There's
what
a
you
lot of
mentioned
messaging
about,
that's built out and architected by an incumbent industry that its MO is to get that in your head. If you look at an animal from Genesis to Revelation, from its birth to its death, that's a huge fucking process. The cow is born.
Yeah.
The cow is,
I don't mean to say
don't make me go into that. That's going to hold you here all night. That's much more process than Beyond Meat. I can tell you that right now. All the whole process that goes into actually taking an animal's life. First of all, think of how disgusting it is. All the blood, guts, bacteria, the shit. There's just shit everywhere in these slaughterhouses. We're paying for that. And we're paying for people to be around that for their 9-to-5 jobs. It's not nice to humans, and it's not nice to animals. So these are just things to think about, guys.
I guess I was coming at it less from like an ethical standpoint and more from like a fixed like resource cost, like environmental.
Oh,
I
huge.
guess.
Well, I mean, that's a vegan argument right there.
Yeah.
I mean, a cow's energy conversion ratio is 8 to 1.
Yeah.
That's 8 units in, 1 unit out.
Yeah.
So let's copy and paste that, apply that to, you're going to kill 8 times less plants, you're going to kill 8 times less beetles, bugs, rodents, you name it, in terms of the crop deaths for the agriculture.
Yep.
You're going to open up 8 times more land. You're going to feed 8 times more people. It's just a full stop win on an environmental level. Like there's no argument there either. But I'm not out here arguing for environment. These are bonuses, but it's the person behind those eyes. I know. They're not a person. What are you talking about? They're an animal. I know. We've all been taught that. I was taught that. I was taught to see them as a number. They're a number. They're an object. Religion is conflated things. There's a whole other thing, a whole myriad of things that have got these blinders. It's like these glasses that we put them on. What the industry puts them on us, and we stop seeing the individual. All we see is the number.
I guess, can I ask?
Yes.
Because I've been kind of curious about this the whole time.
Yeah.
Is like how this, I get how this applies to like vegetarianism.
Yeah.
But I guess I don't see how it applies to like no animal products at all.
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
I see what you're saying.
if it's, I understand how it could be bad to be killing animals. Right?
Okay, so are
Obviously.
you asking about dairy?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great question. Okay, so dairy, I tell people dairy is crueler than the beef industry, simply because of the whole process. A cow, if she's female, she's born and she's bred and born to a mother cow or a dairy cow. And at one point in its life, the farmer's going to stick his hand right up its anus, go down its cervix, and then it's going to pump ejaculated bull semen into its private area, and it's going to do that 5 times against the cow's will. So we can call that what it is. We know it rhymes with the word point, right? After the cow has their 5th happening of this, it will most likely be spent. And at that point, when it's spent, it gets shipped off to be bird slave, left on the factory farm floor, and just kind of stepped over, whatever, until they get the body parts out. This is the trajectory of a dairy cow. This is their life. If a male is born, well, if a female's born, she's going to have the same life as her mom. Also, they take away the kids from the they take away those little babies because that milk ain't for that baby. That milk's for humans. So the babies cry, the moms cry. The baby might go to veal. Maybe it'll be grown for beef. And also, what else? Eggs. You know, people go with eggs, right? Why are eggs so bad? For God's sakes, it's a fucking egg. But do you know what happens to all the male chicks in the industry when they're born?
No, they just get killed
They
probably.
have these like ninjas or these like Vitamixes, right? Big, industrial grade. And they see, okay, it's a male. Just throw them in there. You can find videos of it online. And there's resources on those cards. But they take the male chicks, they throw them in there instantly. And they're instantly unalive. So we're voting for that when we buy eggs.
I guess I'm a little curious about what you're talking about looking into their eyes when you're seeing something.
Yeah.
I want to know how you know that is what you're saying and not something else.
Well, I'm seeing somebody sentient, right?
But how do you know are you seeing that?
We know that they have a nervous system and a brain, right?
Well, what does that have to do with?
Sentience.
Okay.
Are you familiar with it?
Yeah, sure.
So, sentience is an emerging property of the nervous system and the brain. So when you look into somebody's eyes, I can tell that you're sentient right now. I can tell that you're aware. Well, that's all this is. Well, I mean, we can get into semantics and go down some, vortex of granularities, but I know that you see me and I see you. And I know, and they know that they see
you
us.
see it. I mean, that seems like it's a little precarious.
Do you think he sees me right now? I mean, we know.
I know I see you, but
Yeah,
maybe,
yeah.
Okay, maybe my point is more, how do you know you're seeing something deeper than the person in front
I
of you?
know that they're not as deep as us. Animals don't have this meta-awareness that we have.
I don't know.
Like, we might have something, sorry.
You misunderstand me. I'm saying, when you look at a chicken, you look into a chicken's eyes, you see something more than what the chicken is.
More than an object.
Yeah.
More than a
That's
number.
great. That's great. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So I don't see necessarily a number or an object. I see an individual that wants to spend time on this earth, maybe have a family. You can clearly see when dogs are happy, and you can clearly see when cows are running away from the slaughterman. And you can watch some of the videos on the resources I gave you to see how cows react when they're in these moments and see fear actually unfolding within their spaces. It's really, we have intuition as humans. We can tell these things. There's no reason for me to have some kind of scientific definition. You know, and I know, as far as our intuition, certain things, and that's just one of
That
them.
I know. I think that's why it might be difficult for me to be a vegan, right?
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know.
Well, I would say, we're all born vegan. Do I have my? Oh my God. I would say I would even contest we're all born vegan. We come out of the womb benevolent, pure, innocent, and what happens is that stage inundating of messaging. Parents getting brainwashed, and brainwashing us, doctors.
So we drink our mother's milk, which is
Totally vegan, by the way. Fun fact, totally vegan. Yeah, we're talking about animals, like in consent. So,
Okay, so a lot of the examples you've used have been around like factory farming. Like, how do you feel about like small scale?
that's
like,
a great question.
Like,
Small scale farming, I have to say, I'm going to use what a lot of people use on me. At the end of the day, you're still taking away somebody's life. You're hanging somebody upside down, slitting their throat, taking their whole time horizon. And it's even a greater betrayal when they grow an affinity for you while growing up. You might even have a name for them, or the farmers might even have names for them. And then the great betrayal happens where they're in a truck, they don't know what the hell's going on. They're heading off to the same slaughterhouse that all the other animals go to. They go to the same slaughterhouse, which is a crazy thing. They might have these bedspreads and bunny rabbits and get cuddles. But guess what? There's going to be a come to Jesus moment where they find themselves looking throughout the holes of one of those slaughter trucks. And then sooner or later they see those lifeless eyes of the slaughterman come down and stand there. But guys, watch Dominion. Watch the best speech you'll ever hear on those cards. It's a lot to take in, and you probably didn't expect to have this conversation walking down here. You don't see vegan activists out too much, but more and more of us are coming out doing pop-up outreach like this. This is going to be a new big frontier of activism. Just because mainstream will not want anything to disrupt the profits. You'll never see this in mainstream. You'll never see it on the radio. So we have to kind of take the reins and speak up for the little guys.
all right. Well,
I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for having a brave year and a thoughtful year. And check out the cards, for sure. You guys have a great night. Take care. All right, everybody. I'm getting ready to wrap things up. Thanks for being here, guys. Red Briar is still in here. Red Briar, we're all praying for you, dude. You got the blinders on nice and tight. Steven, pleasure being here. Nice to see you. Yeah, guys, this is a light one. I'm kind of tired today. I still wanted to get out here. It looks like we just hit the hour mark. If you want, check out the live stream I did earlier at the steakhouse. It was banging. It was banging. 10K views, tons of hype. It was funny. I was taking questions from the audience. I tried to dress up, but I looked like I was like drunk the night before. I didn't even look at my hair. It's pretty funny, but you'll see it, Vegan Outside Steakhouse. It's been an honor and a pleasure, everybody. Anybody in the chat that's not vegan, let's go vegan, guys. It's 2025. We have the ability to live the golden rule right now. I'll have a big interview with Misfit Vegan coming out Sunday at 11 a.m. You'll see some teaser trailers for it now. We talk about veganism, vitamins and supplements, a little bit about science. We talk about questions that vegan activists get. We talk about raw a little bit. It was such a fun interview. I can't wait for you guys to see it. And I'm also going to be starting a morning show soon on Sundays. My pleasure, Vegan Anthem. I'll be starting a morning show on Sundays, and this should be fun too, where we talk about all the latest vegan news. We just talk, hang out, and I'll try to have it structured, maybe with kind of a creative journalistic type setup. Maybe I'll dress up like I did in that live stream today. It was funny. I'll tell you, the people on the street were like, "What the fuck is that guy doing?" The residents of my little town here. Tad in the house. Oh, all good, all good. It was a light night, Tad. I just had 2 conversations, but they were actually pretty thoughtful and long conversations. So I'll probably make some shorts out of them. And I'm going to curate a certain short. I really can't wait to get up here. I'll launch in 2 days. But yeah, I am getting ready to take off though. So I appreciate you guys. Love y'all. I'll see you in the next stream, okay? I'm going to go take this nice little walk back to my car and head back home. All right, guys. See you next week. Bye, Vegan M. Bye, Steven. Bye, Tad. Bye, Vegan Anthem.